Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Just another struggling writer. The Bleegrad Authors one-stop shop for commiseration and hopefully inspiration. My name is Carrie Scher, and I am just another struggling writer. Well, today is the start of another writing vlog. It is actually Sunday morning, and yes, once again getting a late start. I pretty much lost all of Thursday. It was just a crazy day where my plans ended up changing and things were going on. And I was at a point in this third and hopefully final detailed scene breakdown, that I wasn't sure if it needed to be adjusted given the new things that I had added and changed and tweaked. And so I decided to sleep on it, and then Thursday I didn't have the answer. Anyway, writing was just not working for me on Thursday or Friday, but Friday I figured that would be the case because it's always a black hole for me. And then most of Saturday even, I knew the direction I wanted to go. I just couldn't summon the fucks to give until like 10 o'clock at night. And then I sat in bed for 2 hours and finished this detailed scene breakdown. So that is what I did last night. I finished it out, and I reiterate that I think this is probably the one. I'm up to now 40 scenes. If you recall my very first detailed scene breakdown, I only had 30. So I fluffed it up. And as I was going through it last night, I could tell that there were areas that would probably have mini scenes or sequels slotted in between them to make it flow easier. So I don't even know that 40 is even an accurate number, but I feel good about it. I feel good about it. Now that detailed scene breakdown is done, what I'm going to try and get done a little bit today is returning to my scene outline worksheets and finishing that outline out. Fortunately, the first 13 scenes or so are not changing at all. So those can stay, and then I just have to rework everything that comes after to fit what this new outline is doing for me. So I'm going to try and get a little bit of that done today. Now, as I have mentioned in previous videos, it is the first week of the football season, and I personally love football. It is one of my major hobbies, and this fall is going to be interesting as I try and navigate how to balance something I am very passionate about with another hobby that I'm also very passionate about. Balancing these passions. So this will be like my first test. I'm going to sit on my couch. Fortunately, my team isn't playing today, which means I can just enjoy whatever's on TV and hopefully work at the same time. We'll just have to see how it goes. I may update you tonight, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. But if nothing else, the goal for the rest of this vlog is to finish out those scene worksheets and then take a few days off. Maybe take Thursday and Friday off, and next Saturday start drafting. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna swear on that because you just never know what kind of craziness is going to crop up, and I anticipate some craziness. My partner and I are getting ready for a trip to Nashville at the end of the month. Anyway, there's just a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing to prepare because it is coming up so fast. I feel like I had no time at all to think about it, and now it's here in 2 weeks. So, well, all of that to say, I'm going to be, I anticipate that my attention is going to have to be split. So that is my update, and I will check in with you either later tonight to let you know if I've made any progress, or tomorrow for when I better have made some progress. Hello. It has been quite some time since my last update. 9 days. It is now Tuesday of the following week, Tuesday, September 17th. And I regret to say that I have not really been writing that much since we last spoke. And I have a good reason for it, I think. Last week, I started suffering daily migraines again, which is something that I was experiencing back in February. And at the time, I was just sort of trying to push through it, and I think it ended up making it worse. And so this time around, I just made the executive decision really early to just cut off all extracurricular activity and just get as much rest as possible. And I do think it helped because instead of being like a 15-day experience, it only ended up being about 6 or 7 days. So I'm not regretting that I took a break, because I really do feel like that was my body telling me to take a break. Unfortunately, after I started feeling better, what I experienced was just like this weird inertia where I couldn't like just pick up and like from where I left off. After spending a week in bed, I just wanted to spend more time in bed. I just wanted to lay around and watch TV or do nothing or scroll on my phone or do cross stitch or whatever. And so even though I started feeling better by like last Thursday or Friday, I still didn't really accomplish anything over the weekend. And so I have been really, I am surprised at how long it took me to overcome that like demotivation, especially since I really did want to have my outline finished by now so that I could take a little break and then maybe start writing next week. And that is certainly not going to happen now, because I am not even at the halfway point of this, what I am sure is this last detailed outline. And then next week I'm going to be on vacation. Now I'm going to bring it with me, because when I get back from vacation, I really do need to start, because by then it'll be the beginning of October. But I just don't see myself cramming it all into this week while preparing to go on vacation and then starting writing while on vacation. It just doesn't seem like that's going to work. So now my new goal, finish the outline, start writing, hopefully September 30th, which is a Monday, or at least no later than the start of that week's vlog, which will be that Wednesday, which would be the 2nd of October. So sometime in there, I want to start the actual drafting process. So it's not much of an update other than just like, hey, hello, I'm not dead. Even though there were times last week where I wish I was. But now it is getting back into the daily habit and thinking about my project daily, because that was the thing, is after the first couple of days, I wasn't really even thinking about it. I was truly just coming home and being like a vegetable, which, like I said, I think I needed on some level, but so much of like my inner feel goods come from being busy and being productive. And so when I have to take a break because of my health, I tend to spiral. And I think that's part of the reason why it was so hard to get going again, is because I was stuck in this like self-defeating spiral. So while I'm glad that I took the break for my health, I just feel like I'm so behind now and I have so much to do. So again, not much of an update for today other than just letting you know what's been going on. Tomorrow I'm going to try and really get back into it. I mean, I say that I haven't gotten any writing done. That's not true. I've gotten a little bit done. I would pick up my notebook and do maybe one scene here and there throughout the last 9 days. But tomorrow it is going to be like serious focus. I have about 23, so just over half of the outline. So 23 scenes, just over half of the outline to complete. If I can do 3 or 4 a day for the rest of this week, that would put me in really good shape. And then I'll be on vacation the week after that. And if in theory, wrap up any loose ends while I'm on vacation and then take the rest to mentally reset before I start the draft. That is the new plan. That is the new plan. I really hope I don't like discover any like more surprises in the last half of this outline, but I don't think that I will. I really don't. I think it'll all be fine. So, sorry that everything got all out of structure, and that I don't have many updates for you and that I am off schedule. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow with a really strong update. I promise. Hey everyone, time for a quick writing update, which is not very exciting. It's just more of the same as I was doing before my little health break, which is working on my detailed scene outline. I am now almost to the point, narrative-wise, where I had stopped last time and gone back and started over. I am past the point scene number-wise where I was. So I've definitely made progress. The problem I ran into today is, and this is true every time I take even a modest break from writing, is that it takes me, I just have to work on feeling connected to it again. And so while I was writing, so while I was doing my scene breakdown worksheets, I just wasn't feeling super connected to it, and that made it take way longer than it really needed to. And then I got like an idea mid-scene of like, maybe I should break it into two. Then do I do two worksheets? It really doesn't need to be broken into two because the first part of the scene is really just a couple hundred words. So I had that dilemma. And then I got into another really, really critical scene, really pivotal, very transformational for the character and revelatory for her. And I just struggled with it. It came really easily the last time, but with all of the changes I made to the first half of the book, or the first half of the narrative plot, it didn't feel like I could go back to the way that I had done it the first time. So I just wanted to make sure I did it right. And that it made sense with everything that came before. So I spent a lot of time on that. So I only did something like 4 scenes today, and I've got to get to 40, preferably before we leave on Monday for our trip. So let's see, Thursday. So I got 4 days. I'm at 23. I could do that at this pace, so I'm okay. But that is actually going to do it for this writing vlog. My next writing vlog, and I will mention this in a couple more videos, but my next writing vlog is going to be delayed by hopefully just 1 day because of my trip. I do anticipate, I'm obviously going to be writing for the rest of this week, and I will be taking my writing binder with me unless I finish my scene breakdown, and then I'm going to take a couple of days off to really enjoy my vacation so I can get back and start writing when I get back. So that being said, I'm not going to be able to edit it until I get back. We're not getting back until late Friday. So it's just the next writing vlog is not going to make it up online on a week from today. But my goal is to get it all edited together and post on Saturday. So that's a little bit of housekeeping. Again, I'll mention it a few more times in between now and then. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it. If you like my content and want to support my channel, please consider liking and subscribing. In my next video, I will have a reading vlog for you. And it has been another really great series of books that I've been reading. I really enjoyed everything that I've been reading lately, which is such a relief. So I hope you look forward to it, and I will see you then.